Are you all there?
One a day. Science that matters.
All right, this is really interesting. So I think we are like frozen. Okay. Well, it looks like we're working, but my screen is frozen. Um, so I can't see my picture, but I'm just gonna keep going and hopefully, you know, y'all can see me. So here we are, Monday, doing our thing. And we're just going to start by paying attention to our breath and our heartbeats and connecting with our hearts, connecting with our energy, and deciding what it is we'd like to focus on in class today. So, whenever you're ready, just go ahead and let me know your intention in the chat box. What do you need today? What do you want to get out of class today? My name is Aviva, and my intention is to be here for you today and to help us all focus on harnessing the power of what I'm calling the subzone. What is the subzone? The subzone is kind of like your thoughts, your subconscious thoughts that sometimes get occupied by other people's expectations, other people's agendas, and other people's goals. And when that happens, you basically have a harder time manifesting positive energy in your life and anything, really, because your subzone has been taken over by kind of like an army of sorts that wants to control you or harness your energy. So, thought is not exactly the pure definition of what I'm talking about today. It's more than just your thoughts. It's almost more esoteric than just thinking. It's kind of like how if you listen to a song, the melody gets stuck in your head. You know, we say it's catchy. That is a perfect metaphor of what I'm talking about. Something gets in your head and you start thinking about it. And maybe you start overthinking about it, which there's a Bach flower essence remedy for called white chestnut. So Bach flower essences are one tool that can get you to harness your subzone. Subzone, thoughts. But on a more spiritual level, it is your soul. Your soul's thoughts, right? Souls don't really think. Souls experience a vibration that is a different vibration than your mind. And so I'm just going to throw out there that just practicing Tai Chi, just practicing Qigong, just practicing meditation helps you to harness your subzone, which means, in my understanding of it, that your spirit what you get paid here to do on earth spiritually then percolates and sprouts into your thoughts, which then percolate and sprout not only into your actions, but what you're attracted to in this world. And then that percolates and sprouts into the beautiful blossom of you actually achieving what you're meant here to achieve and what you're here to do. That is what I'm defining as harnessing your subzone. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeat. I'm going to lower the heat. I don't need no heat right now. Hold on. Let's talk about the advantage of harnessing your subzone and why that's a good thing. Because the way I see it, you can have two different kinds of days. You can have a day that you feel like you're swimming upstream. You feel like everyone's against you. You feel like everything is difficult. You feel like you're a failure. Or you can have a day where you feel like everything is magical. Everything is happening easily. You're having incredible connections and you're successful. And so the difference between having those two different kinds of days could simply be, are you harnessing your subzone or is someone else harnessing your energy subzone? And that's the theme of today's class. Now, I also did write some notes. So let me make sure that I cover the notes real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can look over here, because this one's being wonky. Okay. So, okay, this is one more main point I'm going to do before we dive into some stretching. I want you to not only think about harnessing the subzone, but I want you to think about wading, WADING, in the subzone, like soaking in it, marinating in it. And sure, it's great to do it all day, but it's not realistic. People joke about like healers spending all their time healing and not doing anything that is productive because they're always like in this healing zone, right? Well, it's really important to marinate in that zone, especially first thing in the morning, not necessarily all day long. But if first thing in the morning you wake up and you do a meditation, you do qigong, or you exercise and listen to affirmations, or you think about your goals, if you wade in that pool of energy first thing in the morning, then it sets the tone for your whole entire day to be activated with that energy of your subzone. Does that make sense? On the contrary, if you wake up and you run to your phone or your email, say, did I get this message? Did I get that message? Am I good enough? How many likes did I get? Did this person reach back to me? Am I good enough? Like, what is the subzone saying? What is your subscript? What are your thoughts when you're running to seek validation, when you're running to seek judgment in a way? you're not waiting in the subzone then, and even being detrimental towards yourself because you're actually waiting in other people's subzones. You're like, what is this person thinking about me? What is this? You understand what I'm saying? What's really most important in life is what you think about you and how you feel about you so that you can express you to the world. Your divine, unique energy deserves to be seen, heard, loved, taken care of, supported. And in order to even get it out there, it needs to be above the ground. And in order to get above the ground, you need to soak that seed, soak the subzone, germinate that subzone. When you wade in your subzone in the morning, what I'm calling the subzone, your spirit energy, the seeds of your dreams, soaking in that is like germinating a seed. The seed is under the ground, it's in the darkness, just like your subconscious is in the darkness. And it's science, really. If you can germinate in that dimension, that is the only way that you can bring that dimension into this beautiful reality, this heaven on earth that we all know is possible. If you don't even germinate that dimension, it's going to stay hidden. And someone else's dreams, agendas are going to bloom in that garden. Weeds are going to be growing in your spiritual garden instead of your flowers. So you have that choice every single day to germinate your flowers and to get rid of the weeds, or to allow the weeds to take over your garden. And I'm sorry, but when I walk out there into this society, I see a lot of weeds taking over our spiritual gardens. And it's ultimately our choice, and we allowed that to happen, and we enabled that because of our own fears, because of our own discouragements. And I'm telling you right now, you can change that. You can activate your own seeds, your own love, your own visions, but you have to take time to marinate in the subzone every single day to do that. And I'm not saying you have to take 3 hours. I'm not saying you have to take 2 hours. I'm not even saying you have to take 1 hour. Even 1 minute can start to change your life. As soon as you wake up, instead of saying, what do I need to do for other people? Close your eyes and say, what do I need to do for my spirit today? And watch the magic unfold. And just committing to this class once a week does help. It helps tremendously. It changes your vibration. It gets you to activate your subzone and marinate on it. But what if you did it every single day when you just wake up? Even just for 1 minute. I challenge you to that. So let's go ahead and get started. What are your intentions? Tell me your intentions. And I am going to see if I can read some more of these notes. Okay. While you come up with your intentions, I do want to say some signs that you're not activating your subzone, besides being frustrated about your life, is that you have brain fog, you feel flight or fight, you don't feel comfortable, you feel anxiety, you have negative self-talk. All these are signs that you're not activating your subzone, okay? And not activating your subzone is like not cleaning up your house, and so you're not comfortable having friends over into your emotional space. That's why introverts, I think, need a lot of time alone because it might take longer to activate the subzone. Um, so yeah, let's activate it. Mm. You can also do activities during your day to kind of check in to the subzone, like to not think about things. Like showering itself is kind of like one of those spaces where you can just, you're not like able to like check your phone in the shower. So your thoughts can kind of just ride the wave, you know? Taking a walk is one of the most amazing ways to activate the subzone because you're just taking in the stimulations from nature naturally, natural vibrations. All right, let's get started. What are your intentions for this class today? What do you need? And you don't even have to think about it with your brain. You can think about it with your subzone. Just let your heart relax. Just connect with your breath and your heartbeat. So write your intentions in the chat or in the comments below. And let me know if you can see the picture of me because my screen's not showing a picture. So validate that you can see me. So let's breathe in our intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intention. Release your resistance. Thank you, Z. Breathe in your intentions. Release your resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release your resistance. We're going to do the grounded mudra as I say a few more words. Thumb to the pinky and the ring. The subzone, what is the subzone if you're just popping on? It's kind of a dream state. That's why sleep is the chief nourisher of life's feast, because when you're dreaming and when you're sleeping, you are in your subzone. You're able to release, hopefully, the hold that other things have on your brain. And you're able to ride that wave of your spirit. That's why when you wake up and you're still kind of sleepy and in that dream state, that is a perfect time to continue to activate the subzone in this reality. And give it some love and nurturing. Releasing fear. Releasing expectations. It's like hearing a song, you know. That's why doing our art is so important. All artists know when you do your art over and over again, what happens? You dream about it. The pattern gets in your brain. And that is a healthier pattern than thinking about trauma over and over again and re-traumatizing yourself. And that's another thing I want to say is that when you have some kind of post-traumatic stress, some kind of complicated post-traumatic stress, like I said in one of my last classes, you get in this fight or flight mode. You get in the middle brain mode instead of your frontal brain, the prefrontal cortex that is able to make clear decisions, is able to think about things. And so that's another amazing benefit of harnessing your subzone is getting more into the full rounded brain and not getting stuck in amygdala trauma, where you're triggered by everything that reminds you of the trauma and you project and deflect and deny. Harnessing that subzone helps to heal all of that. And even just acknowledging your feelings is actually the job or one of the functions of your prefrontal cortex. So if you just acknowledge, I'm feeling stressed right now, I'm feeling triggered, I'm having a post-traumatic stress trigger, I'm being reminded of my trauma. Literally just having that thought will help you to get out of the fight or flight mode and into just a more relaxed, feeling safe, right here and right now reality, feeling contained. And that's why just the act of doing a Qigong form does that very thing for you as well. So anytime you find yourself overthinking, gong yourself. Enjoy this first chakra with me, the first chakra, grounding mudra. Thank you for being here. Notice how this feels throughout your body. If you feel judged in any way, know that that is not coming from your subzone, not coming from your higher brain, as it would. It's coming from a fight or flight thing, because you are hypersensitive to feeling judged, because it could be a matter of life or death in a past trauma. If someone judges you as bad, they might punish you, right? If someone judges you as not good enough, they might threaten you with violence in a past trauma. But you're not there right now, you're here. So release that judgment and that need to know the judgment. You might be clinging to the need to know whether this person thinks I'm bad or good because you have to save your own life. But you don't have to do that now. You are good. That's what the subzone says. You know you're good. You know you're loved. You know you're accepted. Even though I experienced this trauma, I accept and love myself right now. I'm safe right now. I'm not interested in what someone expects of me and what someone judges of me and what someone wants from me, because I accept myself. I love myself. I'm not mad at myself. And I can't be worried about if someone else is mad at me, because that's them harnessing my energy. We've got an intention here from Z to wade ever forward in the subzone and stop wallowing in my triggers and traumas, letting go of all the rocks in my pockets as I flow. I know easier said than done. Be patient with yourself and know that the wallowing is habit, and to protect yourself on some level. And be patient and just keep on practicing. Just keep on practicing. And cling to the tools that support you. You know, I can't say enough how not only Qigong, But matrix therapy is the ultimate subzone waiter, harnesser, the ultimate. Because there are so many I love yous, I accept yous in that technique. It's such a great way to unravel the knots of our fight and flight. Unbelievable. Let's go to the second chakra. Left thumb on top for women, right thumb on top for men. Relax your face. A relaxed face allows your lips to part a little bit. Notice how your energy is feeling throughout your whole body. Allow it to flow. And really work to keep your energy focused on you. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks about you in this moment. Try not to be overthinking or hyper aware of what anyone within 100 feet of you is thinking about you. This is all about you, harnessing you and your energy and your dreams. Containing you. You can't contain you in this beautiful bubble if you're worried about what someone else needs from you. They have their own support, containment. You don't have to contain everyone around you. Just focus on you. You are very important. And if you do have feelings, don't suppress them. Don't be frustrated with them. Just acknowledge them. I honor that I'm sad. I respect that I'm angry. My feelings are valid. I love that I'm feeling. My feeling helps me to contain me, protect me. Moving on to the third chakra, index to thumb and ring to thumb. Confidence, centering. If you're feeling lack of confidence, honor that you feel lack of confidence. Praise that you feel insecure, because that's what you really feel, and that's okay. Love that and accept that you feel insecure. Because what else can you do? If it's raining outside, are you going to be mad at the weather? Some people are. Or can you love that that rain is helping new blossoms grow? Your feelings are like the weather. Even your anger and your fear and your sadness do nurture your garden, as long as you love it, because it's a part of you. Even jealousy, even paranoia. It's all beautiful expressions of your flower. It has a pattern, just like flowers do, all different colors. You not only have the power to embrace every feeling that you're feeling, you have the strength and you have the skill and you're powerful. Moving on to the heart. Index to the bottom of the thumb. The thumb connects to the middle in the ring. And we open our hearts. We notice what they're feeling. A lot of times your dreams will come back to you while you're practicing Qigong, and that's because you are waiting in the subzone, baby. You're doing the work. You're riding that subconscious. And you're healing deeply. You're repatterning your mind to be more harmonized with your spirit flow and less attached to what you don't know. Moving on to the throat, expressing your truth, y'all. Left thumb up, right hand around that thumb, right thumb up. Connect that left middle finger to the right thumb and relax into your power of your voice. Be patient with yourself. You might want to wait and speak until you know that your subzone is being harnessed in your voice. There's a difference between acknowledging that you're scared with your voice and being able to voice that. There's a difference between that, which is a spirit acknowledgement, and then voicing from the place of fear, which can hurt your voice, which can be a lie sometimes because you're in denial. Like oversharing, like if you voice your fears, what are you actually doing? You might be voicing the oppressor's agenda. You might be voicing something that keeps you powerless. And so that's hurting your ability to express your power. So you always have a choice. To be destructive with your water stream or productive. To cause a flood or to cause a flow. It's like fixing the brakes in your car. Feel the love in your heart as your voice opens up. All right, and now for the ultimate mudra for activating your subzone. Seriously though, any feeling you're having, if you feel violated, if you feel creepy, just acknowledging that you feel that is harnessing your subzone. And cleaning your tidy heart house. Flipping that Othello board so all of a sudden all the pieces are on your team instead of against you, just because of one placement of one thought. I know I'm talking really softly, so let me know if I'm loud enough. I'm just feeling so relaxed right now. All right, all the fingertips together, connecting with your powerful third eye subzone, activating. What are you taking in, stimulation wise? What music are you listening to? What foods are you eating? What movies are you watching? What media are you ingesting? What friends are you hanging out with? Every single stimulation that you receive is a thought pattern that gets into you, your incredible human machine. And you have to process it. And you might be hoarding ideas that aren't yours. And how do you navigate through that? You wait in your own subzone. Can you pick apart what you've activated your mind with, what you've believed, from the possible mind controlling ideas saying you're not good enough if you don't do this, if you don't act like this, if you don't buy this product? Can you just release all that right now and connect with your divine self and feel whole and good enough right in this moment? Complete. Just notice where you feel things energetically as you do this intuition mudra. I'm going to be right back. I got to check on Kitty Cat. Keep on holding this. Bach flower essence, help us activate the subzone too. Y'all, seriously, schedule your session with me. Feels so good. Like spraying Bach flower essences is like spraying away heavy thoughts. It's like cleaning up the dust of heavy thoughts that have collected on your counters. It's like getting into your prefrontal cortex and out of the middle brain. It's like creating a ladder to climb up on. That's a good one, Z. I probably heard it from someone else, It's just all you can make it a rhyme. Connect with my divine soul and feel whole. Literally, that's what one spray does, and I love spraying it on where there's pain, which is my neck from editing all the time because there's so much I want to share with the world. Oh. All right, let's go on because I want to get into the Wuji Gong. We don't have too much more time, and I want to do a foot massage. All right, thumb is connected to the index finger. This is the connection to infinity. So not only does this mudra help you feel connected to your divine soul and whole, but it also helps you realize that you have as much time in the world for things. So if you feel rushed, this is a really good mudra to do because it helps you feel infinite, not only soul-wise, but energy-wise and time-wise. And a lot of times when we're struggling with trauma issues, CPTSD, all kinds of issues, we always feel like we don't have enough time for stuff, and that stops us from doing something. Like, oh, I would wash my dishes right now, but it's going to take too long, so I'm not going to do it. And what is that thought? It's going to take too long. That's like a subscript. That's like someone else saying you're not fast enough. It's like a trauma memory. It's like a trigger, and you don't even realize it. And so when you do this mudra, you're like, wait a minute, I can take as much time as I need. And ironically, it doesn't take as much time as you think it would because that was just the trauma talking. And when you just take that pressure off your back, it's like, oh, artists really need that. This is so important for artists, this mudra, because it takes so much time to do our art. And that's why we think, oh, well, people aren't going to love us because it's going to take too long. We're not going to meet the deadline. And they're not going to think we're worth the hourly rate because it took so long. It's like, that's all trauma stuff in your brain. That's all BS. Slow things are the best, fine wine, aged cheese, slow cooked food. Come on, people. We know rationally it makes no sense to say that things that take a long time are less valuable. But it's true that when it takes a long time, it could be more valuable. So this mudra helps you with that belief. Boink. No pressure. Just the moment. I'll go get Kitty for you in a minute. Mr. Mustachio. Mustachio, mustachio. Another thing that happens is trauma is feeling like you can't joke about stuff. Everything is so serious, right? Let's be silly together. Come on. It's so funny. Life is so funny. So random. All right, another moment of this. Do I have any more green juice? Ooh, toast to you with some uber greens. Uber greens in a, what is this, a quarter cup? Cheers to life energy. Quarter cup of greens. Got me feeling so clean. All right. I'm going to do a foot massage with my anointing oil of sea buckthorn. Dang, I don't know what you're talking about, but that's pretty pricey, man. All right, pick a foot, any foot, massage some beautiful oil on your foot if you've got some. Let me tell you, feet hold so much trauma. I was listening to this one um, video about our circulation. And a lot of times when we have circulation issues, it shows up in our feet. So be really aware of that, especially like liver issues can stagnate the blood, they call that in Chinese medicine, which means kind of like it's a lower velocity and a higher viscosity probably. And so when the flow gets stuck, it has a harder time like going around the foot and coming back up, which is why doing kicks every day, doing handstands every day helps that blood to come down. People don't understand how valuable that is because energy literally gets stuck in your feet. And so one sign of this is if you have a swollen area around your foot, like swollen ankles, whew, huge issue. You gotta take care of that right away. And so a foot massage is one way to get that circulation going. I hear you, Mr. Mustachio. All right, rotate each toe in each direction and pull that away. And money is just elusively one of those forms of circulation. And that's similar. It's like, well, if I limit your money, then you're going to think that you can't flow in this direction. And ironically, in the subzone, everything's energy, right? Rotate your ankle a few times in each direction. So if you literally have a circulation problem in your body, then you're also going to probably have a financial circulation problem where things don't, you know, move around as easily for you. Everything is connected. Ooh, I just want to keep rotating this ankle. It feels so good. You don't need to use chapstick every day if you've got seed buckthorn oil. You could just put a drop on your finger and rub it on your lips. And that saves a step, but it might get your fingers oily. Relaxing is so important, y'all, to harness the subzone, feeling relaxed. And sometimes, in order to feel relaxed, you got to be silly. You gotta not care what people think. Bring the toes back and rub the bottom of your gorgeous feet. Oh my gosh. If it feels a little tickly, tingly, itchy, you've got some stuck energy there and you know that you're helping it move. So be proud of yourself for feeling those things because it means things are starting to move. Round and around and around and around and around. I think that's the magic of singing is it circulates energy around your body in ways that talking cannot. Circulation is everything. I mean, think about it. It's like the seed analogy in the beginning of this video. Your soil needs to be aerated. It needs to have circulation of minerals to get into you. Rub between each toe. Get that circulating. And the interesting thing about in between the toe area is it's very connected to your sinus passages. So the more you rub in between your toes, the more your sinus area gets open and activated and flowing. It feels so good, like you can breathe better. All right, rub the top of your feet, get that flowing. And then rub around your ankle. And treat yourself to a massage if you can. Getting massage is so important, people. And you can go to schools that are training and get cheaper massages. All right, find a point on your foot and you're going to hold it for 20 seconds, an acupressure point. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell y'all. You know how I'm crazy about not eating sugar and about having lemon juice to balance it out. if you do have sugar or starches or spaghetti, you know, I just read about the science that blew me away because I knew sugar lowered your immune system, obviously. I knew it poisons us, but what I did not know is that there is a certain pathway that sugar blocks scientifically in the body. So when we manufacture vitamin C is used for like hundreds, if not thousands, of processes in the body, including our immune system response. Okay. There's a certain pathway that vitamin C goes through in order to be created and activated in the body. Well, that actual pathway is hijacked by sugar. Sugar actually blocks the pathway of the creation of your vitamin C. That's why it's so important. You have to have extra vitamin C when you eat sugar, because otherwise you don't have the vitamin C you need for all these different body processes. So the guy that's a doctor did this video on it, and I posted it on my Facebook. If y'all are Facebook friends with me, I just posted the YouTube video on my page so you can find it there. All right, find another point on your foot and hold that for 20 seconds. All right. And now go below the knee, a couple of fingers below, and hold that for 20 seconds. If you made it this far, please give me some kind of bear in the chat. Teddy bear, or a polar bear, or a bare naked lady symbol. Just kidding. They just played at the Brookhaven Festival. Wow. Okay, this acupressure point is clearing my sinuses. Vitamin C is probably also needed to process things in the liver, I would guess. I got a bear. I did not see the bare naked ladies. I have been working all weekend, with Golden Drops on Saturday and whatnot. And then my friend Oscar had a grand opening party with Julie. They started this Mojo Health business where they're helping people cure from cancer. So I wanted to support him Saturday night. And then I just went like real late yesterday. So I didn't even get a chance to enjoy the band because I was walking around looking at the art. Did you go? All right, tap up and down, and then above the knee on the outside of the leg. Oh wait, I'm gonna tap this for a little longer. That feels so good. Get things moving, get things grooving. All right, above the knee, about 4 or 5 fingers above, find another acupressure point. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. Hold it as long as you want. You can just feel the blockage being released. I love when that happens. Oh, nice. That's cool that you went. All right. Tap up and down. And brush All right. 1 foot down, 1 to go. Grab your oil of choice and get massaging on that queen or king of a foot. Think about how your foot circulates the blood and the energy from your crown, from the ground, and gets it traveling all around. How you need the feet to be flowing. And if garbage collects in your feet, it's because it cannot flow around. And you need vitamin C probably to help that happen. Lemon juice. Oh man. Lemon juice is like the antidote to depression. I'm serious. It's like happiness in a glass. Kind of like probiotics. If you've got cracking on the bottom of your foot, that's a really bad sign also that there's stagnant blood. It's like cracking to try and get things flowing. And it helps to crack up too. All right. Rub in between those gorgeous toes. Rub the top of the feet. And then find a point on the bottom of the foot or anywhere on the foot where you feel like there's energy blocking. And hold that for 20 seconds. Try not to get oil on your pants. I posted a really cute kitty video, by the way, Mr. Mustachio, since you asked about kitty, on my ASMR channel. She loves ASMR. Like, you know how they do these things? Like, she loves that. So after my shoot, I came home and just was in the mode and I was like doing it. And she was so loving it. She's not a lap cat and she jumped on my lap. It's so cute. Anyway, you'll have to check out that video. It's so cute. Alrighty. And now we are going to rub the ankles some more. Rub the calves and get into a point under the knee, a few fingers below the knee on the inside of the leg. So when were the Bare Naked Ladies? Saturday night? Speaking of naked Qigong, we're getting real naked in this class, aren't we? This is like a very raw, down to our spirit energy beneath the bones. All right, tap, 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 to tap. Did you tap dance? All right, now above the knee on the outside of the leg, 4 or 5 fingers. Hold that point there. All right. All right, I need to check on something. I'll be right back. Get ready to do some Wuji Gong, everyone. Looking for kitty cat. All right, let's do a little bit of the Wuji. I don't know if I'll have time to do the whole thing. So, oh, one more favor. So, yeah, I think I am still at 2,440 subscribers. So, what's going on is there's these weird YouTube algorithm things that almost stop you from getting 2,500. I've been wanting 2,500 for years now, right? Let's get into the Wuji while I'm talking. Feet shoulder width apart. Yin hand under your belly button, which is right for women, left for men, and the other on top. Press in and just gently bring the shoulders up and down. So basically, I've been watching my subscribers go from 2,440 to 2,446 or 47, and then like every day it's like I get a new subscriber, and then I get like back down. So like last week it like went up to 2,446, and now it's back down to like 2,440, and just keeps going back and forth. And I don't know how that's happening. It's so weird. But anyway, I feel like if we break that 2,500, it's like getting more circulation to the channel, right? So I just wanted to ask you all to see if 50 of you, because I know all of these videos get at least 50 views. If 50 of you just get one friend to subscribe, like you, even your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, you know, if I can just break that 2,500 goal, I think we'll see a lot more success on this channel, and I would appreciate that so much. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. All right, bottom hand out, face up, top face down. Shake, 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 shake. Oh yeah. And shake it all out, shake it all out. Come to stillness. Good. Drop that left shoulder down, just let it gently release back up, going back and forth. Relax your faces. Lift your toes, drop them down. And rotate that left shoulder back a few times. Ooh, found an acupressure point there. Back and forth with the shoulders, don't mind me. Other side. That's a good one. Left. And the right. And both at the same time. All right, speaking of circulation, I did just pin the donation link. If y'all want to donate, that would be amazing. No pressure at all, though. And thank you so much, Z, for being a member. You are holding it down, president of the membership club. Ooh, oh man, I gotta redo how I edit videos. I get this big pain right there. All right, up. And then drop the arms down like they're floating. Oh my God. Ah, I gotta get that seriously worked out. I've got some really great ASMR videos coming. The next two are like energy massages. So you can just put them on and enjoy the energy work. Getting in your sub zone. Oh my gosh. Come up halfway and then reverse. Your hand to the top of your head, yawn on top of that, and just relax. And you're going to rotate that left knee to the right, lifting up the left heel. And the other direction. Drop that heel, lift the other one up, and rotate towards the knee. And the other direction. And then feet together, knees together, thighs together, little tiny rotations to the left. And the other direction. So good. Now, like a tree in the wind, you're going to just rock back and forth from each foot to the other. Do your arms however you want. I am going to step in the other room and do this. Just keep floating back and forth and keep your feet firm on the ground. Okay. Just a few more. And we come to stillness. Feel the energy from the earth. All right. Bring your hands up about 2 fists away from your belly button. Feet shoulder width apart, and you're going to rotate the hips around, following with your hands. All right, since we are almost at the end of the video, 5 more minutes. If you've reached the end of class, I want to see a fishy in the comments, any kind of little fishy. It could be a whale, it could be a mermaid. I want some aqua life in the chat if you've made it this far. And especially if you make it to the end. And the other direction. And then open up wide. Bend the knees and reach that left arm all the way up to the ear and just let it float down like a feather. Okay, we're going to do 18 of these. And then we're going to reach across the body. All right, now for a few minutes, we're just going to do the Wuji. I'm going to step out of the room and just feel the energy and just flow with it. Where is everyone? I don't see little fishies. Or you're going to wait till after you're done. One more minute. Remember, there's infinite time for you to fly. Time is an illusion. Don't get stuck in the confusion. Swim in your own ocean of your subzone, like the little fishies in the ocean. Circulate all around your body with your scuba gear. and have fun doing it. Thank you for being with me today. Let's go ahead and end class, locking in all of your new knowledge and new growth and new flow so that you feel contained, so that you can grow in your dreams, in your visions. Not the televisions, but your visions. I will see you Wednesday at 1:30. Keep being real. If you'd like to sign up for my belly dance class Wednesday at 4, give me a holler. It's just $20. And if you want a Bach flower consultation, it's just $111. That includes the remedies. And hit me up for Matrix if you want a special deal this month. Sending you so much good vibes, and especially your own vibes, which are the most important. I hope I reflect that on you with divine grace. And I will see you on Wednesday.